Yeah. What's up, everyone? It's Queen Mariah here with another episode of NSU News. If any of you guys have been on the Facebook group today and paying attention, you've probably seen that I had shared quite the odd development that I had noticed. And I apologize if my stream's a little shoddy tonight, as I do notice my frame rates and stuff are not happy. My CPU usage is a little bit higher than normal. It doesn't look like it's streaming as smoothly as it normally does, and I apologize if it is not. I'm just looking through here, waiting for a few more people to tune in. As you can see, there are some photos here of the whole ordeal. I will recap it all when I see that there are a few of you tuned in. If you guys can let me know if I have any audio issues or anything else that's wrong with the stream tonight, let me know, as I had to remodel my software. I had to remodel all of my stuff, but I do have a nice fancy spinning globe now, so my newsroom looks nicer. Aside from that, we will dive right into it because we only have one story tonight. And that is the real-life Grand Theft Auto situation that went on in Sackville today. Rumor has it, through the Facebook realm, somebody had stolen a Jaguar in Windsor, and they had taken off running. I'm not sure at what point they ended up on the wrong side of the highway, but they did. And then they were running from the cops or just driving, as you can see there, on the wrong side of the road, and that was the end result. They put a bunch of cars off the road. I assume they ended up off the road. I can't be certain of that, but I do know that they ended up on the side of the road at some point on foot, and that somebody had thought that they were in distress, and they had stopped, and they ended up stealing a truck next. And that is what they had crashed into the Lower Sackville Irving. The two people that are in the hospital is the driver of the truck and one of the employees, is from what I've seen. I do have a couple of news articles on it, and I only have one because the other one closed for some reason, but I can bring it back up. And I have, of course, the couple of images and stuff that people have shared their stories over Facebook. That there's a few censored, so I can show those, and then the ones that aren't, I can read off to you guys. I'm just going to check my chat here. I don't think that my restream chat's working tonight at all, actually. Going to do a little test on that, because if anybody's watching on Facebook or on Twitch, I'd like it if their conversation would be able to come up on the screen, as I'm not checking the chat feeds on those as frequently as I'm checking my Facebook, as I don't think I've ever had anyone comment on anything else yet, aside from once on YouTube while it was going on. But I'm just going to test that out here, and then I will check the Facebook stream. And yeah, no, it's not working right now. I'll have to try launching that after. But I am going to try the Facebook feed here and see what you guys are saying, if anything, about this yet. If any of you guys have anything to add to the conversation, that would be great. I'm just going to bring up my articles next. We'll start with what we have seen on Facebook. This was a friend of mine that shared this, and they shared it in, I think they shared it directly to their Facebook. They could have shared it to one of the cop watches, but I might be wrong. It says, "Counting every blessing I have right now, was just driving home from Sackville to Uniacke, and there was somebody on the highway driving towards oncoming traffic, in brackets, on the wrong side of the highway. He put one car off into the ditch, and the highway is at a complete standstill right now as they tried to I assume that was supposed to be as they tried to chase him down and deal with the accident they left. So scary. Could have been any one of us left dead on the highway. and stars. Also avoid the 101 if you can. Might want to take the old highway from Sackville to Uniacke, as this was from Mount Uniacke, and this friend was from there as well. Just gonna go over, and then I seen in the HRM roadblock warnings here that someone posted, like, this was minutes after my friend had shared this. As we see, that was 33 minutes ago. That was 25. So I'd gotten that, and a few minutes later, I'd gotten that. Now, just one moment, because I need to blow my nose or something. Like, I'm all sniffly. That works. All right. And that is the friend there below that says, read my post that I posted. It's got to be the same person. And it turns out that it was. This person was armed with a machete, stole a truck at, like, I'll recap. This is what Facebook has for us so far, from piecing together the bits and pieces. Somebody had stolen a Jaguar in Windsor, took off on the highway, or I'm not sure at what point they got on the highway, but they had gotten on the highway, and then around the Mount Uniacke area, they were on the wrong side of the road. Still not sure if the whole Windsor is where that was stolen from or anything, but I do know that it was between Mount Uniacke and Sackville that they were on the wrong side of the road. They were traveling on the wrong side of the road. They put a bunch of cars off of the road, and at some point they had ended up on foot. I don't know whether they had just abandoned the Jaguar that they had stolen or whether they had put it off the road, but they pulled out. I have the article picture here I'm going to go look at. But I do believe that the person that had stopped in the truck was somebody's uncle, from what I had seen and had screen grabbed there, or somebody had posted on my post and commented about. And they had thought that this man was in distress, so they stopped. They didn't even realize it was a machete that he had. He got out of the car, threatened the owner of the truck with a machete, and stole the truck and took off with the truck. And this is where he ended up, obviously, as you can see, into the Irving. That's the one at the Beaverbank Sackville Drive intersection, if people are not familiar with it. But yeah, that's pretty frightening shit. There is a video I had seen of him traveling the wrong way on the road too. This was from J Roofing on Facebook. I had seen this link posted in one of the Cop Watch groups, and this is interesting to watch. Not sure if I have output capture here. And if it is, I'm not sure if it's going to pick up. So I just want to make sure, because I don't think that I'm going to have audio for this. I'm going to bring up the Facebook chat, and then I will start this video. But I don't think we're going to have any audio for it, sadly, because I kind of rushed to set up this tonight. Sack Vegas, baby, Amanda Lutz says. Yeah, Sack Vegas. It's pretty funny. Strange things are afoot at Circle K, Steve Dow Johnson. I wonder if it has something to do with all these blood moons. I've been having heightened anxiety lately. I've noted that. Anyways, I am going to open this video up, and we'll watch that. I'll try to shut my trap while we're watching it.
Over, like, that's fucking not. Oh, no! He don't give a fuck.
Don't give a rat's ass.
He don't give a fuck. What's he doing?
Oh my god.
I'm going to play that again.
Pulling over, like, that's fucking not. Oh, no! He don't give a fuck.
Don't give a rat's ass.
He don't give a fuck. What's he doing?
Oh my god.
Yeah, pretty exciting, I must say. But yeah, I'm going to stop that before something else plays. And yeah, and I do have one article. I will bring up another article. I did have two, but the other one seemed to have closed out, or I closed it without meaning to before starting this. And I apologize for that. But I will bring up the other news article, and I will read what we had so far. My grandmother, whom I live with, did mention that they are going to have it on the news tonight, as they do have things to say. I'm curious as to... it doesn't seem like they have linked in any other in these articles. There's no photos or anything that has been shared from bystanders yet. I take it that'll probably become the news time and not just my news show here. This is not a real news yet. Let's not kid ourselves. All right. 2 people hurt after vehicle crashes into gas station in Lower Sackville. Mind you, if they put down the whole fucking kerboffle or whatever the fuck you want to call it, the whole thing that went down in that title, it would probably be about 3 sentences long. Pickup truck drove the wrong way down Highway 101 before crashing into Irving Station. So they did put that he drove the wrong way. This must be the other article. The other article that I read on Facebook didn't really mention that a whole lot. 2 people were hurt Thursday evening when a pickup truck drove the wrong way on Highway 101 and then crashed into a gas station in Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia. RCMP Corporal Dal Hutchinson said people started calling 911 about a vehicle traveling inbound in the outbound lane of Highway 101 around 5 p.m. There were several vehicles that were impacted by this vehicle, he said. They were either put off the road or off onto the shoulder of the road, like the vehicle that we had seen in the video there. I'm going to keep scrolling down. RCMP tried to stop the vehicle within seconds of the call, but it excited and drove exited. Excited. It sounds like he was excited though. But it exited and drove directly into the Irving gas station at the corner of Sackville Drive and Beaverbank Road. We're very fortunate other people weren't seriously injured or killed in this incident, said Hutchinson. He said 2 people were hurt, the driver and the person inside the store, so I was right. He said he didn't know of any other injuries on the highway. Highway 101 was closed inbound at the exit 3 until further notice. Stephen Turner, the acting chief of Halifax Regional Fire, told CBC ambulances took the injured to the hospital. He said the vehicle had crashed into the gas station. Firefighters just finished stabilizing the building and police are taking over for the investigation, he said at 6:20 p.m. And there's the photo of it, the Irving again. Irving on Beaverbank Sackville Drive at Halifax Traffic, and that is from Twitter there. But yeah, I think it's some new SUVs I see. Derek LeBlanc said driving home on the 101 near Mount Uniacke. Derek LeBlanc was driving home on the 101 near Mount Uniacke when he saw cars slowing down. He then saw one car in the ditch and a pickup truck being driven erratically. So he's seen it at the point of pickup truck. Hi, Jacal. I think that's Jacqueline. Sorry, I read your name way too quick. Second here, back to the article. We saw a truck circle around and said, "What the hell is this guy doing?" Then 10 to 30 seconds later, we saw him driving half on the road, half on the side, driving towards Sackville, he said. The truck clipped another truck and kept going. LeBlanc stopped and called 911. He thinks about 5 cars were involved. That was a pretty in-depth article for now, so I don't think that I'm going to have to find the other one. This one seems like it was better than the other one that I'd read anyways. But yeah, that's the situation so far. And like I said, apparently tonight at the 11 o'clock news, we should hear more. And yeah, so beforehand, I'm just going to give you guys the runaround again of what I've heard so far from it, is that Jaguar was stolen in Windsor, and that somehow made its way to going the wrong way after the Mount Uniacke exit. I'm not sure if they came off the number 1 or if they were on the 101 the whole time, but it was around the Mount Uniacke exit that they had begun to go the wrong way. At some point, they had switched to pulling out a machete and stealing a truck, and then they had crashed that truck into the old Irving there. I'm just going to bring up there because I did have a comment that was from somebody that was somebody had posted to one of the groups, like a screenshot of the incident, that somebody had actually seen part of it or was in relation to somebody. I'm just gonna try to bring that back up and see if I can't get that on the screen there. Need to get into the right folder on my computer. I can't remember where I stuck it. There it is. Yeah, there's a couple of them. See if I can open it, and then I'll bring it over there. Jesus, took up my whole screen that's in use. Alright. It will appear eventually. That's a little black screen for now. God damn it. Yeah, my computer doesn't like to do other things when I'm streaming, unfortunately. But we will see this photo eventually. As that's kind of a piss off that's doing that right now. But, oh, there we go. Will it load or will it not? Slowly but surely. But yeah, this guy just saw the craziest thing in my life. Minutes ago on the Highway 101, multi-car accident. Buddy whose car in the center median ran from the car and crossed in the front of me, slashed another man's pickup truck on the side of the road with a machete, then proceeded to take the next vehicle ahead of his at knife point and sped off going the wrong way against traffic down the 101. Yeah. Crazy shit. So yeah, that's where I got part of my story from. I can't remember where I seen that somebody had said that it was stolen near Windsor, the Jaguar that is. So I can't confirm that like per se. So don't quote me on that. But anyways, this is about the only news article I have for tonight. Hopefully I'll have a bit more to stream on in the next coming days. But as of right now, I felt the need to report on this. I know there's going to be plenty of reporting on it coming up, like I said, like the 11 o'clock news. But I'm kind of curious to see if the rumors that I picked apart on Facebook are true or not. Like I said, they're all rumors. These are all hearsay. But it would be interesting to figure out if it was stolen in Windsor, if Buddy actually did slash somebody else with a machete, all this other shit. Like, sounds crazy. It sounds like I just go and hopped on my PS4 and went and played some GTA. It honestly does. I'm glad that nobody was seriously injured in this. As you can see, that could have been a possibility very easily. Looking at that scene there, I hope that the individual that was working inside of that Irving didn't sustain any substantial injuries and makes a speedy recovery. As for the person who put the truck into that, damn, that sucks. There's videos of him driving down the highway. I got one of them, Justin. If you have another, if you can leave that link in the chat, I will play it before I go. But I will load up that other video and we will rewatch it here. Play it again if it'll load, because my computer's not liking me tonight. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said there, Justin Wilkies, I think this, I don't want to mispronounce. I suck at names. If you have a link to any of the other ones, I do have this one from Jay's Roofing. The title, I think, said More Madness, so there's probably another
Pulling
one.
over, like, that's fucking nuts. Oh, no! He don't give a fuck.
Don't give a rat's ass.
He don't give a fuck. What's he doing? Pulling over, like, that's fucking nuts. Oh, no! He don't give a fuck.
Don't give a rat's ass.
He don't give a fuck. What's he doing?
Oh my god.
Audio on for that, but they're just saying, whoa, he don't give a fuck, and then the other person said he don't give a rat's ass. So yeah, there's that one. I'm gonna scroll down on this and see if there's any comments on this that lead us to other videos, if I can see the comments. Oh, just tags. Like I said, if you had any other ones, I would love to see it. I like the production layout. Heidi says you're doing good. Have you thought about broadcasting school? I haven't, but I don't really know if I can go back to school. Kind of skipped out on my student loans, not gonna lie. Was going through kind of a hard time in my life there. Not like I'm going through an easy time now, but I don't know if I'm allowed to get student loans or not. Not gonna lie. But yeah, switch back to this screen here. Which side of my green screen's messing up here? God damn it, I hate that. But anyways, I've been going for a little over a half hour, I think now, and that's probably more than what we need to get this story out. So yeah, go to Jay's roofing page. So I will go to Jay's roofing page though and see if I can find the other videos, because yeah, that would be really interesting. And that's freaky scary driving. Heidi's right. Just one moment here. I'm gonna go to my countdown timer screen just because I heard a knock on my door there. Alright, you guys, I gotta get going because this is like my only trip to the store to go get some cigarettes. But I'm going to leave a link here in the chat to Jay's roofing page. As I do see there are other videos. Thank you for that tip, Justin. I would have loved to have streamed them here, but I don't have the time right now. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Please do check out my YouTube page, as I did post that Hokey Pokey, the quest for the Hokey Pokey video, and there will be an update of a new episode next week. If you haven't checked me out on my Facebook platform, oh my god, if you haven't checked me out on my YouTube platform, please do. Remember to hit subscribe, and you all have yourselves a wonderful evening. Bye.